Component of food, class 6, chapter 2, question G. Question G. Answer the following questions in detail. Question 1. Why are carbohydrates a major part of the staple diet of people all over the world? And explain the two categories of carbohydrate. Children, first understand the question. In these questions, you have to tell the two answers. Why are carbohydrates? They are the staple diet of people all over the world. And second, what are the two categories of carbohydrate? Now come to its answer. Carbohydrates, they are the main part of the staple diet of people all over the world because they are the main sources of energy. They are the main sources of energy and they can be eaten by every type of person. Now they can be classified into simple and complex carbohydrate. There are the two categories of carbohydrates. They are simple and complex. Simple carbohydrate or sugar are easily absorbed by the blood and immediately provide energy to the body. Simple carbohydrate, they can be taken by the patient who are not able to take food orally. So the simple carbohydrate provide them energy. Example of simple carbohydrate are glucose, table sugar and honey. Children, by eating these things we get immediate energy. Second category is complex carbohydrate. Complex carbohydrate have to be broken down into simple sugars and then absorbed into the blood. It gives energy much slower than the simple carbohydrate because complex carbohydrate first they break down into simpler form and then absorb into the blood and then provide energy. Examples are all cereals. Cereal means grains like wheat, rice, maize, etc. Potato. Potato is also a rich source of starch. Starch is complex carbohydrate. Now question 2. How are the following useful to our body? Calcium, vitamin D and vitamin K. Now come to its answer. First is calcium. Calcium, it helps in building strong bones and teeth and it also helps in blood clotting. Children, by consuming calcium, our bones and teeth become very strong. As well as it helps in blood clotting. Blood clotting means when we get injured, then the blood flow. The calcium, this helps in making clot of the blood and in this way prevent flow of blood. Now the next is vitamin D. Vitamin D, it helps to maintain strong bones and teeth. Because of vitamin D, bones and teeth, they remain strong. It also aids in calcium absorption. If our body contains vitamin D, then we are able to absorb calcium. Now the next is vitamin K. It helps to build strong bones and helps to clot blood. Because of vitamin K, the bones they become very strong and also it helps in clotting of blood just like calcium. Write a short note on the importance of roughage in our diet. This is our question number 3. You have to tell the importance of roughage in our diet. Children, answer. Although roughage does not provide any nutrient to the body, this fact we know. Roughage don't give us any nutrient. Any nutrient means they are not giving us carbohydrate, protein, fats, vitamins and minerals. But they should be included in our daily diet. We have to consume them. It helps in bowel movement. Roughage helps in the bowel movement. And it means that they help in the movement of the food in alimentary canal and in removal of undigested food from the body. In this way, it helps in preventing constipation. Constipation means hard motions or the motions they are not easy. So they helps in preventing constipation. Preface. It is found in the whole grains, vegetables and fruits. Whole grains means husk of the grains. Chilka. It contains roughage. We have to include in our diet. Now the question number 4. What are deficiency diseases? Give the names of diseases caused due to the deficiency of carbohydrate and proteins. Now the answer is the diseases caused due to the deficiency of one or more nutrient in the diet over a long period of time are called deficiency disease. Deficiency disease, these occur due to the deficiency of nutrient for a long period of time. Means if you are not consuming one nutrient regularly, then you may suffer from the deficiency disease. Marasmus. This is caused due to the deficiency of carbohydrate and protein in the diet. The deficiency disease which is caused due to the deficiency of carbohydrate and protein is marasmus. Question number 5. Describe the different cooking practices that help to retain the nutrients present in the food. Children, in this question you have to tell about some healthy cooking practices which retain the nutrients. Now the answer is fruits and vegetables should be washed before cutting or peeling them. Fruits and vegetables which we consume in our daily diet, they should be washed before cutting or peeling. Washing them after cutting leads to loss of some water soluble vitamins like vitamin C. It means fruits and vegetables, they should be washed before cutting or peeling. Now the second point is rice and pulses should not be washed repeatedly as it removed nutrients from them. If we are cooking rice and pulses, so we should not wash them repeatedly because repeatedly washing removes nutrients from them. Water soluble nutrients, some vitamins, minerals, they get washed off with water. So we have to have not washed them repeatedly. Third point is overcooking, overboiling and deep frying should be avoided as these processes destroy the nutrient present in food. Overcooking, overboiling of the food, this should not be done, and deep frying of vegetable, especially vegetable, should be avoided because these processes destroy the nutrient. The fourth point is using excess water while cooking and then throwing it away results in loss of many nutrients. So we should use sufficient water for cooking, not excess water. And the last point is fruits and vegetables can be consumed either raw or cooked. Some vegetables we can consume in the form of salad. Fruits, they can be consumed raw. But meat and meat products like egg, fish, chicken, etc., they should be cooked and then can be consumed.